An artificial intelligence drum sampler that can do drum loops for you? Let's check it out.
Traptendo.
What's going on, guys? DJ F here, and today we're going to talk about this baby, which is called Atlas, and it is a pretty cool MIDI generator as it focuses on drum lines. Now, if you're one of those guys like me that do some pretty nice melodies but cannot finish it off with a decent drum line, well, this plugin could be for you. And I've noticed that in the past couple of weeks of me covering MIDI generators that a lot of people are very interested in it, and there's a high demand in it. And of course, is this cheating or not? So this is Atlas in the flesh here. As you can see, it has a very interesting GUI. I really like it because it's very colorful, which means that you have some productivity level to it. So what you're looking at, since it's called Atlas, is a map. And this map contains a whole bunch of samples, which you can check out and preview right here by doing this, just by tapping on it. And if I can remember right, the brighter, darker colors are harder samples, and the other parts are like lighter samples. All right, so the sounds are created by Sample Magic, and I really like the colors and stuff like that. You also can control the zoom. You can zoom in and out of the map here. As you can see, if I get closer, you get more details. If you can use 2-finger gestures to move the map around and zoom in and zoom out. If your laptop doesn't support like 2-finger gestures, you can use this right over here to zoom in and just use like double tap to look at it and stroll around. The bigger picture is this feature right here, which is new kits. And all you have to do is just press this button. It will load a kit in there for you. Right now, it's responding to C1. So if I go over here to the push, it's readily convenient for the push right now. But say I have a keyboard and it starts off at C3, I'm comfortable working at C3, I can switch over right here and go to that and start digging in for drums right there. But this particular update, which is 1.3.4, it also has some other features here. So perhaps you have a BeatStep Pro as your drum machine. You can switch to the 2x8 format here, and you can load up stuff up here. You can also switch to 4x4 if you're used to like the drum rack in Ableton Live and you want to use it over here in that instance. You also have this feature right here, which is 8x8, which is all 64 pads all at once, which is really cool. And then you have Launchpad mode right here, which is really dope. So I'm gonna go back to 1x8 because I think that's more convenient for me, and I'm gonna set it back to C1. I'm gonna cut the bull crap and get into what everybody wants to see, and that is it making a drum line for you and doing stuff for you. So I'm gonna play this example real quick. Woo! I'll have the sample linked in the description box. I already know people are gonna ask. So I'm gonna go over here because it provides you with MIDI clips, and what I want is some hip hop drums here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag that into my clips. You can drag that into your piano roll, however it works in your DAW. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it now. So say that you don't like that. You know, I can go ahead and just go through a new kit and hear it now. Perhaps you don't like that and you missed the old one, so you can go back and undo and bring back that other kit that you liked. Now, say that you like the snare, you like the kick, but you do not like everything else. You can lock these parameters in so that way when you go to new kit and do other stuff that you can preview it. So I'm gonna see what I like and don't like. So I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that in. And now I'm gonna go and hit new kit again, and it doesn't switch out all the stuff that's locked. Hey. So now you can see some of the power that's in there. You also can go and just grab another MIDI clip and and just try out different things the way you like. You also can, save your MIDI clips and, just dictate what you want. If you want to drum something out and then save it for later, you can save it up in here as well. So that's pretty cool. But the other cool feature about it is this right here. I have Trapsteezy already lined up in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find another kit to drag and drop in here. And that's by starting with to create a new map mode, which I'm going to start with making a new map. I could change the color of the map, and I'm going to name this, I'm going to go and edit the name. I'm going to go ahead and name this map Elion, or however you spell it. But anyway, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab me a drum pack out of here. Ocean View got a new pack, so I'm going to check that out, him and Imperial. So I'm going to go and grab that. I'm going to grab the drum kit from there, drag it in here. You can also add it from over here if you want in this view, but I find it easier to have a folder open and just drag and drop it in there. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and analyze sample. It can take a while, depends on how big the pack is. Now that we have the pack analyzed, you can reanalyze it. I'm going to go ahead and load the map. And we're going to zoom out, of course. So checking it out, it's kind of weird. I just want to see, what it does. All right, so checking it out there, the map itself did something weird and different. But I'm just looking at it. Maybe it has to do with the lock here. I'm gonna go ahead and do new kit. Woo! That's pretty cool that it did that. You can always reanalyze your maps and stuff if that had some weird issue or something like that. So, perhaps you want to mess with some of the features of the kick. You can do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and map this to C3 again so I can use my keyboard. Boom. And now we have the kicks here. You can change different aspects of it, the gain. Make somebody's ears bleed, you can do that. And then you can mess with the attack and the release, which is tied into each other. You can also filter that sound. And then you can mess with pitch and pan. You can hit this pencil and get some advanced features too as well. And I find this to be pretty cool. You can mess with gating, and it looks like you can do some fades. You can fade out, fade the sample out. Let's see if we can adjust it. Yeah, so you can adjust it this way. You can assign choke groups, phase flip, and so forth. Also, there's a like and dislike button. So if you like something, you can hit the like button, and it will machine learn that, or the AI will machine learn all the samples that you like, and then it will further change stuff the way that you like or dislike something. Looking at the settings, I want to see what the settings are. I haven't checked this out, but it looks like you can set stuff up for your defaults, and then you also can do MIDI map functions as well. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and load up Trapsteezy because I want to see what Trapsteezy will do. That to C1 again. On that. Hey. Change the MIDI clip. Let's try dubstep. Hey. Hey. Pretty cool. Hey, hip hop. Anyways, let me know how you feel about this, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's really cool. I don't care if it's really cheating because I'm guilt-free when it comes to making music anyways. I do think that there's some other things that I want to do with it. I definitely want to try out just making some perks and then just dumping it inside of Atlas and seeing what kind of crazy percussion things that I could do, percussive things. I'm really curious of how you guys will feel about it. Let me know in the comment section. Is it cheating or not? Let me know. And does this get the stamp of approval? Hell yeah.